Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Oops, 1 second. I was re-recording everything, so I think everything is on the screen. Okay, so quick intro. I think few days back or last week, I sent a poll in all of our group or all of our community groups, stating the question that do you find it really hard to set a goal and keep up to it? And almost majority of you replied yes, like you find it very hard or you struggle with creating a goal, and if you do create a goal you struggle to keep up to it, right? And I'm one of them too. So let me introduce you to this approach that I found out, meaning I think I found out this about a month back, and I was trying to experiment it myself just to see if it works, and it did. Okay, it made an insane difference for me in my life. I was able to focus on multiple things on the same time, meaning not at the same time but on a single day. Okay, initially it was just like my full-time job or my community work or like dual learn work and other stuff, but now I can easily divide and conquer all these works all together in a single day. So how was I able to do it? So I'll talk about the reference or the video that I referred later on this particular video. Okay, for now we'll get started. So this video is also available as a blog format. If you are a reader, you can actually go to the blog. I've listed on entire thing here as well. Okay. All right, moving on. So the first thing is we all have goals, right? So let's just list down a certain goal. So the common goal would be I wanna learn React. Let's keep this goal. I wanna learn React or Node.js or web development or Python, anything. I wanna learn React. Okay. So now you tell me what is the problem with this goal. It's just that I wanna learn React, but what do I do with that? There's no goal associated with this, right? So this is the problem here. This is leading a lot of question. What is the questions here? The first thing is, what do I do with this? Why do I want to learn React? It's not clear. Okay, I can just say I want to learn Python, I want to learn Go, I want to learn Rust. But what do I do with this? Because learning something is an investment. So you want to get something in return, right? So what is that? Why do you want to learn that? That's a question mark. And the next thing is, what is the end result? So let's say you learned React, then what? What would the end of this particular goal would look like? You need to have that as well, because you cannot start something if you don't know how to end it. So you need to know when to end it as well. Okay, if you know this both, then you will know how to measure your progress. So why, how to end it, and then progress. Okay, so you need to know why do you need to do this, and what is the end result would look like or achievement would look like. And what is the progress? Like how do you measure your progress? So if you want to learn React, how do you know or how can you determine that you are progressing? Okay, it's not like you can just sit with a YouTube video for the entire year or something, right? You need to know you're progressing in this. You start with React, like Hello World program the first day, and after 2 weeks, you're building an app. You're using states, you're using context, you're using user effect and everything. So you need some way to measure the progress. So what is that? So if your goal would answer these questions, then guys, it's valid. Your goal is valid. You can go proceed with that. It will actually give you a predefined path. Okay. But if it doesn't answer these questions, then it's actually lurking around a void space, meaning that your goal is here and you are in center of that. And then you have just infinite number of paths in front of you and you don't know which one to pick. It looks something like this. You have no idea which one to pick. Even if you pick one, you have no idea where it leads you to. It might lead you to back to the square one again. That's a possible. So how do we tackle this? How do I tackle this particular thing? So let's consider the same example. Okay, let's consider the same example itself. Learning React. I'll show you how to make this particular goal. The first thing that you would do is you wanna improvise this. Okay, why do you wanna learn React? The first thing is it for job? Is it for job, or is it for just for upskilling and everything, for just an skill addition to your resume? Is it for skill? Okay, depending on this, your pathway would differ. So how do we do this? Okay, how do we do this? So let me show you how. The first thing is, if it's for job, let's say if it's for job, okay, let's just take it as skill first. Okay, then we'll look into the job. If it's for a skill, okay, then what you would do is you wanna keep your goal as building a project. Okay, so why do you need React? What is React first? It's like a UI library that helps you build UIs, right? So what you do is, I wanna build an Amazon clone with React. Okay, this will be your first goal. Now, the why is clear here. What is why? You want to build an Amazon clone with React. Okay, because why? You will learn about UI development there and how using React. And what is the end result would look like? End result is Amazon clone. You will have an Amazon application and basically Amazon UI. Okay, and how do you measure your progress? So day by day you start with installing the project, and then you set up all those configurations and everything, and then you build the base UI, and then you build the layout, then you build the cards, then you build all those UI components. So you can measure your progress based on how your UI is improving. That's your progress measurement. So you can see you have all your answers here. Okay, why? Because you want to learn React. What is the end result or achievement? You will have an Amazon clone application built with React. How do you measure your progress? You will look at the UI components. Day by day, your UI would become more and more interactive as well as beautiful. That's how you measure your progress. Look at the difference here. I want to learn React. Lots and lots of questions. But look at this example. I want to build an Amazon clone with React. Everything. It answers everything for you, and you don't have to struggle. Okay, initially you set up the project, or let's say you learn the basics of React. Okay, you learn basics of React, and then it gives you another path where you set up the repo or you set up the project for Amazon clone, and then what does it do? You start building the home page. Okay, and then what does it do? You start adding all the products component, and then you start adding, let's say, search bar and everything. And then let's say you actually have like a public API or something. Let's say you use some public API, or let's say you have some internal product list that you're using. Let's say you render all the product details. You render the product details, and then project complete. Look at the path. See, you don't have to think, and you don't have to struggle at all, because once you make this type of goals, right? If you wake up in the morning, you'll know what to do. Okay, that's why it's really important to have a goals like this, because it's not like you wake up in the morning and think about what you have to do today. You wake up in the morning and you know what you have to do today, but you just reschedule according to the priority. That's what you have to do. Okay, you can see all of those, YouTube, this motivational self-improvement guys who will be like, oh, you wake up in the morning and you have to decide what you have to do throughout the day. No, you wake up in the morning, you know what you have to do, you just reschedule them, or you just organize them according to your priority. You don't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna do React, but I'm gonna think about what do I have to do later today. It doesn't work like that. Okay, that's what you have to do. Coming, next thing is job. Let's say this is how you actually plan for learning something. Okay, and here I'm giving an example of Amazon clone, but you guys try to build something better. Okay, for example, build a blogging platform or build some complex UI like a dashboard, use charts, okay, use maps. Okay, if you don't have Google Map access, there are many other maps like Here Map. Okay, you can go with this Here Map. Yeah, Here Map. These guys are down, I guess. No, Here Technology. You can go with this. Okay, build maps. Try to build shopping applications like cart and everything. Try to use libraries such as state management libraries. Try to use network call libraries like React Query. All these type of things. Okay, don't just stick with Amazon clone. I'm not saying Amazon clone is bad. I'm just saying advance yourself. Okay, get some exposure. Okay, if you want this place where you can actually discuss these things like, hey, I know this and what do I do next and everything, I've linked on a WhatsApp group in the below. Join there. Okay, you can easily talk to people. Even I'm in that group as well. You can easily say like, I know this. Can someone tell me what to do next? Okay, we'll help you out with that. But the rule in that group is you have to be active. If there's a discussion going on, you have to be active and communicate with people there. It's not like you just keep everything on read zone. Okay. All right. Next thing is how do I do this for job? Let's say I wanna get a job as a React dev. Okay, I want to get a job as a React dev. What do I do? Okay, so why? Because obviously you need a job. So why is job? I need a job. That's why I'm trying to make this goal. And what would the end result look like? I'll be a React dev. Okay, either might be a senior dev or a junior dev or an intern, whatever it is. Basically, you'll be a React dev with a job. And how do I measure my progress? You would measure your progress here when the way you measure your progress here is if you get that particular job, or how many offers you're getting, or how many interviews you're able to attain. Basically your resume, right? Let's say you have your resume here, right? So you have your resume here, you send it to a employer who is sitting here, and how many employers actually accept your resume, or let's say how many employers reject your resume. Based on that, what is the feedback you're getting at? Okay, let's say you apply to 10 companies, and out of 10, 9 people rejected your resume because your resume was not optimized. Then you might have to go through your resume again and again, make sure you optimize it, and you apply it for another 10 company. Right now, 3 company accepted and 7 rejected. Similarly, 5 accepted, 5 rejected. Similarly, the acceptance rates goes up. That's how you measure your progress. Okay, when you're applying for jobs, the amount of response you get back would be your progress. That's why you count as progress. This is important because I know this might be a bit of odd when it's coming, because are you saying that I have to apply for 100 companies and get 100 in response? No, I'm saying that if you are a developer, or if you are a person who tends to apply for many companies but gets turned down by most of the companies, and you use that same resume to apply for some more companies and get turned down again, and you complain that there's no job out there, I'm not getting a job and everything, this is for you. Okay, because if you can see, many developers won't apply for a job. Okay, their profile and portfolio is so optimized that they get an offer. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you apply for 100 companies, and if you get rejected by 90 companies, some of them would send you a feedback, but almost 98% won't send you the feedback. They just say you're not rejected, you're not selected, or we won't be going forward with you. So there is something wrong with your profile. Try to optimize it. So next time, if you apply for 100 companies, and if let's say 50% of the companies would select you, basically shortlist you, that's a progress. From 10%, you went to 50%. Similarly, from 50%, you go to 75% if you stick with the same mindset. Okay, and moving on, you don't have to do this again, ever again. Okay, once you've optimized your profile, you don't have to do this again. Meaning, your profile is so well optimized that you can easily get offers from LinkedIn, Twitter, or anywhere. You don't have to go through AngelList, you don't have to go through Internshala or anywhere to apply a job, unless and until you like a certain company and trying to get into that. Okay, you don't have to go there. And don't ask me I want to do DSA, tell me about DSA, all those stuff. I'm not talking about those things. It is out of the scope of this video. Here we're talking about goals. Okay, and it applies for everything. If you want to do DSA, want to apply for Google, Facebook, whatever it is, it applies the same. Okay, if you're being turned down, make sure to optimize your profile. That's how you measure your progress here. Okay, and the next thing is, how do you optimize your portfolio? Okay, the first thing, I've also mentioned that in this particular blog as well. Okay, there are a couple of steps. Okay, if you want to get a job, there are a couple of steps. Reach out to people. The first thing what you want to do is you have to find your community. If you're a developer, do not stick with LinkedIn. Okay, do not stick with LinkedIn. Try to be active in Twitter, because many amazing developers share many insights on Twitter. They don't actually go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just for people who claim to be a tech expert. They're just influencers there. Okay, so they don't even know what they're talking about. They just join to a farm company as interns and then try to brag about it in social medias. Just try to putting X Adobe, X Google, X Microsoft and all those stuff. Okay, they don't even have real world experience, guys. Come to Twitter. Okay, you see the real world, how amazing developers with only 200 to 300 followers. They only have 200 to 300 followers, that's all. But the posts or insights they share is valuable. Okay, and many amazing developers don't even have LinkedIn. They're not even on LinkedIn. Okay, so it's up to you guys to find your circle. If you're a developer, come to Twitter. If you're non-tech person, I'm not sure where you can find your circle, but for me, in my experience, I feel like Twitter is for you guys. Okay, because I see most of the people are on LinkedIn. LinkedIn for non-tech professionals. But if you're tech, please come here. But if you're non-tech and if someone who's watching this video knows a good platform for non-tech professions, please drop a comment for those guys. And next thing is pioneers. So what happens is, let's say you identify a company, right, or you found your community and people are interacting there, so they'll have which company they're working for, right? Try to go to that particular company's website and try to see what those company do, what is that, basically some details of that company, see the reputation of that company and apply it in their portal. If there is no career portal, then try to reach out the employees of that particular company. So if in case of LinkedIn, you would get if you go to the company's page, you will see all the employers of that company. You can easily go to their DM and talk to them like, hey, don't just send hi. Don't just send hi and say like they're not responding. No one will respond for that. Just if a stranger is sending hi to me, I don't even respond. Okay, just drop a message saying that, hi, my name is so and so. I'm skilled with React or Node.js or Python or whatever, and I saw there's an opening. Can you just look into my resume and refer me if possible? Simple, clean message, and they'll definitely respond. Okay, and next thing is master the 5-second rule. Okay, you have to master this rule, because I see a lot of issues with people these days that you guys build a resume like a book. Seriously, I've seen many of your resume here. When I say you guys, I'm referring to my dual learn community, okay, who are in my groups. Many of you reach out to me personally in DMs, in Twitter, LinkedIn, WhatsApp and everywhere. You guys send me your resume. No offense, but your resume is like a book, guys. Seriously, I think I told you, I actually responded for many of you guys saying that I won't even go forward with your resume, and I've given you guys feedback as well, like what to do as well. I'm not that cruel. Okay, I've helped you out with that as well. So the thing is, you only have 5 seconds to grab an attention with your resume. Even if you share the resume for me, you only have my 5 seconds of my time to grab my attention. So what you have to do is you have to remove all the unnecessary stuff. I don't want to know that you watch TV on your free time. I don't want to know that you like playing badminton. I don't want to know that you are a football player. All those things works in college placements and everything. Okay, college application or government job and everything. That you're a state level player and everything. When it comes to corporate, it doesn't work. It's a reality, guys. I'm not being rude or something. That's the reality. Accept it. Okay. And the next thing is, keep your education at the bit below. Highlight your projects and experience first. Okay, experience, then comes project. If you don't have any experience, first comes your project. Don't tell me I'm a fresher, I don't have any project as well. It's your problem. Go to build a project. Building a project on your own, it's very simple nowadays. Go watch some YouTube video, build a project, and also don't just clone whatever they're building on YouTube. Try to build something on your own. If you just keep on complaining that no, I cannot build a project on my own, I'm a fresher, I need experience, give me internship, no one would give that. Because there are interns who are building project on their own and applying for a job, and there is some people who doesn't do anything, claim that they're a fresher and they want to get into tech. Who do you think I would choose? I would choose an intern, because that particular intern has demonstrated to me that they're really passionate about tech. They have demonstrated using their own work that they did on their own. Okay, whereas some people who didn't even claim to be freshers, don't have anything to give me a demo showing that they're passionate about tech. They're just saying that I need experience and you give me experience. I don't want a person who says who's like, hey, here's the thing, do this. I want a person who can collaborate. There's a difference. Saying yes for everything is different and collaborating is different. Collaborating is when I say something and then you try to discuss that with me. Okay, yes man, and there's people who just say yes for everything. Those are the people who are like, I say something and they'll be like, okay, I will do it. They don't even realize or try to think about it, whether that works or not. Okay, so again, you have 5 seconds, your experience, projects, achievements, and then education. No hobbies, no watching TV. Okay. And tailor your resume. Exactly. You use ChatGPT for that. Just copy paste your job description. Ask ChatGPT to extract keywords. It will give you like 5 to 6 keywords. Make sure to update your resume according to those keywords. Okay. Meaning here that if the job description has like should have experience with Next.js, make sure to highlight your Next.js project first and update your job experiences with Next.js keywords. Something like that. Okay. And follow up once or twice. So if you are reaching out to people via Twitter or LinkedIn or their email and everything, if they're not responding, try to put a follow-up message, okay, saying that once or twice, not more than twice. If they're not responding to you after twice, don't again follow up, okay. That's like annoying. Okay, follow up once or twice. Deal with failure. Again, if you're applying for jobs, guys, keep this in mind. You will fail. You will fail a lot. Okay, if you apply for 100 companies, not like you get 100 offers. Okay, definitely you face rejection. So again, as I said before, here in this progress, iterate. Okay, why am I there? Yeah, iterate. Take time to iterate over feedbacks. Okay, update yourself, update your resume, and then go and look for other skills. Okay, if you are applying for 100 companies, even if you're updating your resumes and everything, but still you're not able to find a job, then think about if the skill that you have is worth in this particular market, in this generation market. No, if no, try to find similar field. For example, if you're in business, consider marketing or sales or communication positions. Okay, if you are a developer who is working on some language like PHP or something, which doesn't have much scope nowadays, try to transition to a JavaScript role or a Python role or a Golang role or something like that. Okay, and avoid accepting low wage job. Guys, please do not do this internship where they don't pay you for experience. Okay, there is no experience there. Okay, a good developers are in a challenging environment. Okay, that's where you get real experience. Okay, you don't just go for someone and work for the whole day, for a whole month without any pay just for the certificate purpose. Don't do that. Nobody's gonna consider you an unpaid internship. And again, don't pay for someone for the same internship. Okay, it should be like you work and they pay you. Always do a paid internship. Okay, if you're not able to find one, wait, deal with the failure, but do not accept low wage jobs like that unless and until it's really necessary for you guys. Like you have financial issues or something, go for it, but have this passion or be optimistic and keep looking. Okay, you will get it. And next thing is prepare for interviews. Always show up on time, be professional, be polite, dress well. Okay, keep your camera on. Okay, this is how you prepare for a job. Again, I want to get a job as React Dev. Why? Okay, what is the end and achievement? You know that. How to progress. This is how you progress. Okay, I'm not saying, this is not like how to apply for a job. This is how you progress in job hunting. Okay, I've seen a lot of people do this. Like many of you say like, I'm applying for jobs, but I'm not able to get it. But when I ask you like, where are you applying? You just, say LinkedIn, Internshala, that's it. But that's not how you apply for jobs. That's not how you measure your progress as applying for a job. This is how you do it. Okay, follow these. I'm also mentioning this, convert into milestones. So keep this as milestones. Okay, so this is how you have to go when applying for a job. Okay, one, find your community, reach out to people, all those stuff. 2, for follow up, or if you get interviews, prepare for it. And 3, deal with failures. And 4, prepare for interviews, or you got a job, well and good, something like that. Okay, and I've also said that I'll show you like what is the video that I refer, right? This is the video. This is the video from Theo. He's another developer, amazing developer actually. So this is where I actually got this particular idea. Okay, I'm not stealing his idea though. I was inspired a lot. Okay, I did watch this video like 1 month back actually. This is a 9-month-old video, but I watched this like a month back. And I tried to incorporate it in my own life. I just wanted to know if this is valid, because in the first few minutes, I guess I was actually mind blown when I actually went through like first 5 to 6 minutes. I was like, this makes sense, because even I personally was like, my personal goal was to learn Rust. Okay, so I was like, I want to learn Rust. And I tried to struggle a lot, because I did go through Rustlang book, I did go through Rust course, I did go through some exercises online for Rust, but even now I don't know Rust. Okay, I'm not able to learn it properly because my goal wasn't clear. Okay, even now I'm trying to figure out whether I want to learn Rust or not, because there were some Rust issues, drama happening in Rust community right now. I'm just reconsidering whether to learn Rust or not, whether Rust has a future or not. Okay, that's a different thing, but this video gave me like a good mindset or approach on how I have to proceed when making a goal. Okay, so do look at this video as well. This is a really good video, and yep, this is it for this video, guys. If you have any doubt, do reach me out. And if you are someone who wants like a good community and where you can talk to people, like a closed community, like a small community where you can talk to people, there's a WhatsApp group in the description. Do check it out. Okay, with that said, thank you guys. Bye.